I'm Caryn McBride. Thanks for tuning in. Much of our attention lately has been focused on Wall Street. We were talking about financial bailouts, and we're talking about how all this is going to affect the average person and business owner on Main Street. And something that's gone under the radar is another potential crisis that could be looming, and that has to do with oil. Global demand for oil is quickly outpacing the supply. And here to talk to us about that today is Marueen Morgan. Maureen Morgan is a transit advocate, and she sits on the board of the Federated Conservationists of Westchester. Maureen is also a frequent guest on our video show, and she's a regular contributor to the business journals. Maureen, thank you for joining us today.
I'm most happy to be here.
You recently came back from an oil conference. Could you tell us a little bit about that and what happened there? This was in Sacramento?
This was the fourth APSO USA conference. That means the Association for the Study of Peak Oil USA. It was number 4. This is the third one for me, so this is not a new topic. When I went to the first one, and I'd already been writing for a year on this subject, and then I went to a conference, and I remember just being overwhelmed by the enormity of the subject they were talking about. I mean, it was just so large your brain could hardly wrap itself around the subject, and that is true today.
Yep, the first conference was 3 years ago?
The very first one was in Denver. I did not attend that. A year later was Boston, and then a year ago was Houston, right near the oil, which is now not doing very well. Then last month, I was in Sacramento. And I should say who attends these things. And of course, when they started, there was just a bunch of doomsayers and, nutcases. Well, you should know that these are grandparents, investors, a lot of investors. They know they got to figure out where to put the money. Investors, college professors, a lot of young people, and a lot of old people. Interestingly,
Nice.
And so it's a wide range, a very wide range. And so when we have these receptions after each day, and as I say, the topic is so tough, you really have to have a drink afterwards, and possibly more than one, and they were free. So, I mean, these were essential because it was so hard. You'd hear people say, "Well, I guess it's all over."
All over in terms of...
I mean, we're dead. The Earth is not going to make it. I mean, this is serious stuff here.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, this is not going to be a fun session. I'll try to make it fun, but the topic is not fun. And it's very serious and very real. Right now, as I just looked this morning, of course, oil went down again. And people say, there's plenty of oil. The price of the oil that you see going up and down has nothing to do with the amount. Nothing whatsoever.
Right.
So disconnect your brain from that. Has to do with the economy and a lot of other things too. It's a very complex topic.